Hey, it's your girl Portia. So it looks like a couple of my trees are shedding. So I'm going to come through here real quick and rake up as many leaves as I can rake up in my front yard. I'm going to try to get as many leaves as I can here in my front yard. One, to rake up my front yard, but I'm going to put these leaves in my garden beds. My garden beds has dropped just a little. Further as the dirt wise, it kind of dropped just a little. See, I don't have that problem over here because I don't have trees over here. But I'm going to go ahead and just rake it up and pile it up and put them in my garden bed. That's a small project. It's roughly around, 4 o'clock right now here in Central Florida. So it feels pretty nice out here. So I'm going to get out here and rake up some leaves. Here is my cherry tree I told you guys about that I had my husband pull up, and I replanted it over here and it died. But I checked the stem, so it's not dead. But once your leaves turn brown, they're not coming back. They're not going to turn green again. So what I'm going to do is come along and just shed the old leaves, and then I'm just going to rake that pile of leaves right around the base of the plant. But I'm going to come through here and just shed. As you can tell, they're easy to come off too because they're dead. Spring will be here in a couple of weeks here in Central Florida. So I'm just going to come through and shed all the old leaves to promote new growth in hopes that she bounced back for me. But leaving these dead leaves on here is only stopping her growth. So yeah, let's go ahead and start these two projects. I think that would be all I do today. To be honest, it's really not much going on in the garden, but I can show you just real quick what else we have to do. I might go ahead and pull the white icicle radish in here. It looks like it's ready. Very excited to see two of my squash plants. I'm guessing these are the yellow necks. Before I told you guys I didn't know if this was the zucchini or the squash, but the flowers is yellow. We'll find out what they are shortly, but look, they're doing awesome. First time growing cauliflower. I don't know what happened, but as you can tell, like it bolted and it started turning colors. So I don't know if I should have kept it covered or what, but it was my first time. I'm not upset. I'm not a real big cauliflower eater, but I was very excited at the beginning. But my purple one is looking very, very delicious, if I may say so myself. Here, these are sugar baby watermelons, and I thought I planted 3 of them, but now I'm looking and this is clearly not a sugar baby watermelon. This got to be a zucchini or maybe a melon, but it's clearly not a sugar baby watermelon. Romaine lettuce has went to seed. I can also go ahead and clip some of them and save them for next season. Strawberries. I had 1 or 2 flowers, and now I just got flowers everywhere. I'm being gentle because the last time a frog jumped out on me. But there's those. I planted some starter seed strawberries that I got from my local Walmart, and they don't look like they're doing too good, but we're gonna leave them alone. These are my banana peppers. Ooh, look at this one. I haven't been out here in 2 days, and the growth is so serious. I got the fence around blocking me, but there's another one coming up. I never had Karabi before, but I am definitely pulling her today. She is huge. The picture doesn't give her any justice, but I am definitely, most definitely clipping her today. I'm not sure what plant that is, but it has flowers coming off of it. Here goes some of my peas coming up, and they already locking on to the trellis. Doing exactly what I need them to do. My corn is over here in Central Florida showing out. Stalks are nice and thick. My sweet potatoes are starting to vine. My regular potatoes are standing straight up, healthy with luscious green leaves. So I'm hoping to get a pretty large harvest there. And I think I am ready to pull this turmeric. Not turmeric. Well, it's turmeric in here, but I'm really looking for the ginger. I'm almost certain this has been in the ground way longer than 7 months. So I am definitely ready to pull her and see what she has going on. Cherry tree is done. Took about, I don't know y'all, about 8 minutes. Easy. And you could check to see if your tree is dead. You see how it's still green and it's hard to break. My camera don't want to focus. It's kind of hard to break, which is a good sign that she's still alive. So, I mean, I know this is what most fruit trees look like when they go dormant, and then for the spring they bounce back. So, I didn't break off none of her stems. As you can tell, she does have 2 main stems, and when I first brought her home, I broke that one off, and it started branching out on the sides. So the way she's going now, I'm okay with that, and it's enough room where I got her at to where she can explore a little. Definitely a lot more room than where I had her at. So let's hope she bounces back for spring and give us some cherries. Let's go rake these leaves I'm dreading to do. Let's go. So I got a little help, y'all. Just a little help. I just took a small break to go pick my daughter up from school and come back. And my helpers like filled the beds up. Even my seedlings that I just transplanted, you can barely see. Choosers can't be beggars. So I'm going to pull some of this out and spread it other places in my garden so I can see what's going on. But they tried. So that's all that matters, is they tried. So as you could tell, I broke it a little piece, but this ginger was fully ready. And I got worms, yay. But you could tell the ginger is fully done. It has its coloration. So it's been in there its full term, which I kind of figured that. If it wasn't in there full term, it'll be like a light color skin. This is the more rougher part of the skin, but it'll be like a light color skin on it. And this is just one small turmeric. Get it together. This is just one small ginger I planted in this pot. And look how big that ginger is. And then of course I broke a piece off. This is the piece, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to save this piece and replant this and start more ginger. I'm not going to mess with the turmeric. I know the turmeric hasn't been in there as long, maybe 3 months, but check out my ginger harvest. I'm very, very excited about my ginger harvest. So real quick, because the sun is going down and it's getting dark, my little helpers, for the most part, it looks a lot better than what it did. My boys start getting tired. They're like, Mom, my arms hurt. But for the most part, we got a lot of it up. This was about, what, a 3 hour, not even that, I'm sorry. About 2 hours, 2.5 hours, if that, of work in the garden a day. I wasn't intending on doing my whole yard. Like I said, I just seen the leaves and thought it'd be a good idea to mulch my bed since they were getting low with these healthy brown leaves that's in my garden. So we got this one side done, a little on the sidewalk, and everything on the edge up there. And this is what my beds look like. So I have already took a whole lot of leaves out of my beds. So some of my small seedlings that I planted in this bed, in the other beds, you can barely see them, but they're not covered, like packed down, covered. They still have room to sprout up past the leaves. And of course, leaves are not heavy, so it's not jeopardizing them, I don't think, with the leaves on top of them like that. This bed I just watered very heavy. I mean, like heavy. I just watered this bed because the leaves was compact a little. I know I needed to let the water hose sit in this bed for quite some time. And this bed is the same way. It still looks a little compact, but if you rub your finger through it, you'll see it's really not that deep. I should have did this for the fall. What these leaves was during fall time. But for the most part, I can still see my seedlings. It's not compact. It's very nice and neat. As you could tell, I didn't even fill it up all the way to the rim right there. I still got space in my bed, so I didn't fill it up because I knew I had little seedlings trying to emerge. All of my tomatoes have baby tomatoes on it. I harvest one of the kohlrabis and one of the peppers. And this is another bed that I'm in the mix of watering. Now I do have one of those water clips that I could put at the end, and it sprays it throughout the whole garden. But because my leaves are so compact, I'm just sticking it there and letting it water down and leaving it there for maybe, I don't know, between 5 to 8 minutes in each part of my bed so it can get down to the roots and soak it up. And then hopefully with the leaves there, it'll keep it moist a little longer for me so I don't have to water for a couple of days, especially being that these next couple of days are going to be very busy for me. Look at my baby. She done got so big, y'all. So I have seen some of my leaves get ate up, but I come out here and check and I can't find nothing on the back of them or on them eating them. But look at her. Purple cauliflower. So this is my last project for the day, and I'm gonna wrap the garden up. This is the work of my boys. Yep, they did that to me. But I am going to take some of these leaves and spread them over here in my corn bed, my corn, squash, and zucchini bed. And I'm going to lightly cover the bottom of these up because I do see some of my beans sprouting up. So yay. So I'm going to pull some of the weeds that's up here, and then I'm going to use those leaves, some of those leaves, to pack down my corn bed. And that's going to be it for today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget subscribe, like, and I'll catch y'all on the next video. Garden life, baby. Central Florida.